He's playing some of that rock and that roll. Oh, well, I think we're almost ready. Yeah, well, 1 minute here. Holy
Join us for high school baseball this afternoon on WDLB as the Columbus Dons face the Spencer Rockets in Spencer this afternoon. That's next on AM 1450 WDLB. Clover Belt Conference Baseball on WDLB is sponsored by the House of Heating, Insurance in Marshfield, Marshfield Clinic, Citizen State Bank, Culver's of Marshfield, the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, and Hefco Floral Company. It's Clover Belt Conference Baseball on AM 1450. WDLB.
Well, on a sunny but windy afternoon here in central Wisconsin, it is Clover Belt Conference Baseball today on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. You can also see the video of this. We're streaming it live online at therocket.news/sports. So you can watch it and listen to it on WDLB as well. Today, the Spencer Rockets take on the Columbus Dons of Marshfield in Clover Belt Conference Baseball here today on WDLB. Our pregame report, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. Adam Burden is producing our broadcast today, and Mike Warren back with you from Spencer High School, where today the Rockets are hosting the Columbus Dons of Marshfield in the regular season finale. These two teams gearing up for the postseason on Thursday. And so this is it for the regular season here this afternoon. Columbus and Spencer today. The Columbus Dons a very difficult week. Spencer last Thursday, an 8-7 loss at Reiths Field in Marshfield. And then on Friday night, an 11-1 loss to Neillsville. That game was 2-1 going into the 6th inning. And then a couple of key errors by the Columbus Dons and the Neillsville Ball Club scoring 9 runs in those last 2 innings to make it an 11-1 game last Friday afternoon at Hackman Field in Marshfield. So the Dons, a couple of tough losses last week, and actually 3 losses last week, and going back to Friday, May 12th, they have lost 4 in a row. Meanwhile, the Spencer Rockets are coming off a loss at Gilman on Friday. That was a 1-run game, a 2-1 game there. After that win against Columbus last Thursday at Reiths Field, then on Friday afternoon, 2-1. So both these teams coming off tough losses going back to last Friday afternoon. We'll see which team gets back in the win column here today as we bring you Clover Belt Conference Baseball on WDLB. As our pregame report continues, we will check in with the head baseball coach at Marshfield Columbus. Joe Seitz will join us as our pregame report continues in just a moment.
For health care when you need it, walk-in care at Marshfield Clinic Wisconsin Rapids now has expanded hours. We're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, and 8 a.m. to noon on holidays. Get treated for aches and pains, breaks and strains, infections, and other non-life-threatening health issues at your convenience. No appointment needed. When you can't wait, in to Marshfield Clinic Wisconsin Rapids.
No matter whose name is on the door, it's the person you deal with that really matters. That one-on-one relationship is what Citizen State Bank of Loyal is built on. We are a local bank. Decisions are made locally, loans are serviced locally, and if you have a question, you know who to ask. If you are looking to make some improvements around your home, upgrade, refinance, maybe add on, talk to one of the local folks at Citizen State Bank of Loyal, Branton, Neillsville, Spencer, or Marshfield. We're just down the street.
All right, welcome back to Spencer as we get set for high school baseball here today on AM 1450 WDLB. Our pregame report, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. It's Spencer and Marshfield Columbus here today in Clover Bell Conference Baseball. As our pregame report continues, let's bring in the head baseball coach at Marshfield Columbus. Sites kind enough to join us here before we get going this afternoon. Coach, had a chance to see a couple of your games last week, Thursday, Friday, I believe it was, and kind of a microcosm of much of your season this year. A couple of close games, at least till the end in that one. Take us back to last week and what you saw.
Yeah, we're battling with other teams. It's just now we got to find a way to get over the top. We had lost 2 games by 1 run last week, and then we were battling Neilsville till the 6th. There was 2-1 game going into the 6th, and then wheels kind of fell off a little bit, and they beat us 11-1.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a tough, team that it's a 2-1 game right till that 6th inning, and then you guys started kind of throwing the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, we got to clean up a few things so that we can minimize our errors or mental mistakes. We got to keep those to a minimum so that we can win some of those games.
Did you guys, I don't know, did you spend any part of the weekend working on that, or how do you approach this?
Well, we're just going to hop right back on it today with this game, and then this week we play again until Thursday, so we're trying to clean up some things over the next couple days so that we're playing our best ball come Thursday.
Mm-hmm. And it's been, again, another tough, not that you were trying to get on a field somewhere over the weekend. That was almost impossible.
Yeah, it's been one of those springs you just you fear some of those things. Yeah, you like to forget them. Yeah.
So do you watch, how much do you guys spend watching film? Do you watch film as a team, or is it an individual thing, or a by position thing, or how do you study?
We don't watch any film, really. We just work on going over situations and stuff like that. And when especially if we've had a situation that doesn't happen a lot often in a game, we may be confused about it, we'll go over that situation again on the field. And I mean, it's hard with baseball to watch a lot of film. You got to do it more, I think, than watching the film.
Yeah, and that's, like we said, it's been tough this year. But and then Thursday, that game with Spencer, who you've got again today, just a great game right down to the end.
Oh yeah. They had a couple key hits, and they got some bunts down, and we didn't get our bunts down, and that cost us at the end.
Are there, 1 or 2 things that you guys see, or that, what do you have to do to kind of get over the hump in a game like that and maybe start winning some of these close 1-run games that you've had a lot of this season?
Yeah, in a game like that, when we talk about moving guys over, when we have to have productive outs, advance them either by getting a bunt down or hitting the other way to get the runner over to the next base, where it's easier to score. If you can get the guy to third base with less than 2 outs, it's a lot easier to score than trying to get base hits with 2 outs.
Yeah. So obviously that's the focus. And then, going back to that Friday game where, like I said, those 6th and 7th against, is it just maybe it's more of a, I don't know, maybe the mental aspect of it, focusing a little more in those later innings?
I know we were struggling a little bit to hit the ball, and that might have played a little bit of part, getting a little frustrated that way offensively. Defensively, they're a very good bunting team, and they put down a lot of bunts, and we didn't react quick enough, or we didn't make a good throw, or we were slow getting to the ball. So we have to be quicker getting to the ball is a big thing.
Okay. And then here we have Spencer again today, another tough test, right? Coming off 2 tough games last week.
Oh, yeah. This will be a tough game for us, but it's one that we definitely feel we can win.
Okay. Well, especially after the 1-run, matchup with them last week. So who do you have on the mound today?
Charles Pant's going to start for us, but with playoffs coming, we're going to kind of limit his pitches, and we're going to probably throw a couple other guys today.
Okay. I'm trying to remember now. Is he the one?
Yeah, he's our one. He's got an ERA under 5. He's pitched really well, of course, this year.
Mm-hmm. So starting to set it up for, what is that, Tuesday of next week then?
We actually start Thursday already this week for Division 4.
Okay. Is that might be Spencer, isn't it? No, Colby.
We're at Assumption.
At Assumption, yeah. Okay. It might be Colby Spencer, I think I'm thinking of. Colby Spencer, you guys are at Assumption. So so you're getting ready for postseason right now.
Oh, yeah. This is our last regular season game, and then we're 2 days, and then we're playing postseason ball.
Okay. Well, I'm sure the guys are excited for that, though.
Yeah, I think we can make a little bit of run if we can play to our abilities. And as long as we do that, we'll be fine.
All right. Well, Coach, as always, thanks for the time. Good luck here this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right, Joe Seitz, head baseball coach at Marshfield Columbus. The Dons and Spencer here today on WDLB. Stay with us. More from Spencer High School in just a moment.
The Butterburger is made. It reminds me of the good old days when we first opened Culver's. We would call up the butcher shop and we'd buy our beef from there each and every day.
You can't get any fresher than that.
Well, today we still get fresh beef into our restaurants. We don't skimp on the quality of our beef. The Culver's Butterburger.
Craig, that is one great burger.
Culver's, Central and Upham in Marshfield.
Welcome to Delicious.
The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates Tiger boys basketball players on the Wisconsin Valley Conference All-Conference team for this year. Congratulations to first-team player Alec Hinson, second-team player Ethan Postolek, honorable mention players Grant Michaels and Seth Anderson, and Wisconsin Valley Conference Co-Coach of the Year Scott Scheuer of the Marshfield Tigers. From the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
Conference baseball here this afternoon on AM 1450 WDLB and online at WDLBAM.com. You can also see the webcast of this, streaming it online at therocket.news/sports. Video and audio, if you want it, it's there. Well, let's see. On again, off again, sunshine. We got a lot of clouds rolling through this afternoon here in the area. And a mostly, I guess, sunny afternoon, but windy again at the ballpark. Just cannot shake the weather pattern that brings us a lot of wind and a lot of rain this spring. And we got a windy one again here this afternoon as the Rockets face the Columbus Dons of Marshfield for the second time in just a handful of days. These two teams played up at Reiths Field in Marshfield last Thursday, and the Dons and the Rockets played a one-run ball game at Reiths Field last Thursday. That was an 8-7 win by Spencer. The Dons have lost 4 in a row and are trying to break that 4-game skid here this afternoon. Meanwhile, Spencer coming off a loss up at Gilman. Rockets started the season really good. They won 5 of their first 8 ball games. But then, let's see, they lost 3 in a row. Then they beat Granton, lost a couple more. Beat Columbus last week, then lost to Gilman. So they started off great. The last of their season has not gone. Rockets have been struggling a bit as of late, as have the Columbus Dons, who had won, 3 of 4 in the early part of the month. And now again a 4-game losing streak that they are trying to end here this afternoon against the Spencer Rockets. Spencer and Columbus regular season finale for these two teams as they get set for the postseason on Thursday. And as Joe Seitz mentioned, on Thursday, the Columbus Dons are at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption in postseason baseball on Thursday. And these Spencer Rockets are here at home against the Colby Hornets in a Division III matchup, a game that will broadcast on Thursday afternoon on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ Spencer Marshfield at 4:45 on Thursday. So we'll see this Rocket Ball Club again Thursday up here at Spencer. The starting lineups for today, well, you see the Columbus Dons will be batting in the top half of inning number 1. Their lineup looks very much the same as it did last week. Ryan Deeringer, the second baseman, will lead things off, followed by the pitcher today, Charles Pant, and then Tyler Furlinger, the shortstop, batting third. So Deeringer, Pant, then Tyler Furlinger to get things started against Spencer pitcher Tanner Kleinschmidt on the mound today for the Rockets. The Rockets in their white uniforms have a kind of a white vest over those red sleeves and then white pants as Ryan Deeringer leads things off and looks at ball 1 from Tanner Kleinschmidt. And Tanner is ready again. There's a called strike on the outside corner. A ball and a strike. Tanner, a left-handed pitcher for the Spencer Rockets, facing the right-handed batter, Ryan Deeringer. This one swung on and fly ball out toward left. A leaping grab by Darren Wilcomb, the center fielder for the Spencer Rockets today. Running toward right field, he leaps up into the air and grabs that one off the bat of Ryan Deeringer. One away here in the Columbus first inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, Charles Pant. We've got a lefty versus lefty matchup here. Left-handed batter is Charles Pant, and the left-handed pitcher is Tanner Kleinschmidt. And this one drilled down the right field line and fair, and Pant has a one-out base hit here in the Columbus first inning. Takes the first pitch he sees right down the right field line. And so 1 on, 1 out now for Columbus shortstop Tyler Furlinger. And Tanner misses outside with ball 1. Noah Taylor, the left fielder, is on deck. He will bat fourth, followed by the catcher Jared Mandel. And then Bryce Furlinger, the center fielder, in that sixth spot today. As Tyler fouls one off. A ball and a strike. Evan Deeringer, the first baseman, batting seventh, and then Calvin Brown, the third baseman, batting eighth. Here's a fly ball, shallow right field. Lucas Ellefson under that one. And 2 gone now for Noah Taylor. So Pant now with 2 outs will get a courtesy runner at first base, and that is Will Boyer. Noah Taylor, the left fielder, now with 1 on and 2 outs. Calvin Brown, as we said, the third baseman today for Columbus. He will bat eighth, and then Bailey Keffer is doing the DHing today in that 9 spot for right fielder Ethan Meese. By the way, Caden Schillinger behind the plate for the Rockets today, doing the catching for Kleinschmidt. There's a ground ball up the middle. Oh, hit softly toward second. Brett Cash hit up and flip it to Dom Wicklosh at second to get the force on Boyer to end the inning. And so for Columbus, in inning number 1 here today, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Taylor reaches on the fielder's choice, so 1 left on after a half inning. No score here in Spencer, and the Rockets come to bat as we continue our coverage of Clover Bell Conference Baseball next on AM 1450 WDLB.
It's a brighter birthday when it's filled with flowers from Hefco's. Hi, this is Liz reminding you to send the gift that makes any day brighter, especially birthdays. Order today to deliver a floral celebration and birthday smiles to your favorite birthday girls and boys. Extra special by adding balloons or a box of Abdallah's chocolates. Hefco Floral, City Hall Plaza, Marshfield. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to noon. Hefco's, your florist. We help you celebrate your life.
In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish-authorized retailer, Selk Electronics, with folks right here in your neighborhood to tell you the honest truth. Dish simply costs less for the very same channels for your home or your business. Dish and Selk Electronics have it at a reasonable price with old-fashioned service. Believe it. Call Selk Electronics at 715-683-2558 today and experience an expert who's happy to answer all your questions, whatever they may be. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
So Spencer and Columbus today here on AM 1450 WDLB. and online at WDLBAM.com. Also streaming video of this one online as well today at therocket.news/sports. So if you want to watch along with the radio. Spencer batting in the home half of inning number 1. They will lead off with their shortstop, Dom Wickloch, followed by the right fielder, Lucas Ellefson, and then Hunter Lipke at first base today, batting third. Caden Schillinger doing the catching for Spencer. He'll bat fourth, followed by pitcher Tanner Kleinschmidt. Carson Hildebrandt at third, batting sixth. Cody Verks is the left fielder, batting seventh. Brett Cash at second, batting eighth, and Darren Wilcom at second, or at center field, batting ninth. Facing Columbus pitcher Charles Payant on the mound today for the Dons, who wear that gray uniform. It's like a gray vest. Ball one over navy blue sleeves and then gray baseball pants. Charles ready again. Called strike. And a ball and a strike now on Dom Wickloch. Now outside, ball two. Two and one on Wickloch. Ellefson awaits on deck, and then Hunter Lipke, who had there's ball three. Had that grand slam home run last Thursday against these Dons at Reiths Field in Marshfield on that very cold and windy afternoon. The 3-1 pitch called strike two. 3-2. And there's ball four, and Wickloch draws a leadoff walk for the Rockets here in the first inning. A pretty warm afternoon for baseball here. Just a little windy again today in central Wisconsin. Lots of sunshine, though, this afternoon for a change. Ellefson now showing bunt, lays one down third base side. Brown coming down the line. He'll fire to Evan Dieringer at first to get Ellefson as Wickloch moves to second on the sac bunt by the Spencer right fielder. Good bunt there by Ellefson down the third base line. Calvin Brown came down the line, picked it up, fired to Dieringer to get position for Hunter Lipke now. Left-handed batting first baseman. With one on and one out. Now this one ripped to right field for a base hit in front of Ethan Meese. And Wickloch was going on the play, gets the green light, and slides headfirst safely into home. He will score. Running all the way on that one, and Wickloch came all the way around to score on a ball that was not hit all that deep to right field in front of Ethan Meese out there. But Dom Wickloch has speed, and he showed it off right there. Came around on that play as Lipke drives in a run, and the Rockets lead 1-0. Now it's Caden Schillinger, the catcher. And the runner going, and no throw from Jared Mandel as Lipke steals second base. But boy, that ball by Lipke not hit very deep into right field, and Dom Wickloch didn't need a lot of distance to go from second to home on that one. And the Rockets grab a 1-0 lead here in the home half of inning number one. Schillinger ready again. Another ball. So Lipke after the stolen base now at second, and one out. There's a called strike off the outside corner. 2-2 now on Caden Schillinger, with Lipke at second base. Swung on and to center field in front of Bryce Furlinger. And Lipke gets the stop sign at third as Schillinger is safe at first on a base hit to shallow center field. And now Tanner Kleinschmidt, the pitcher, with a big chance here. 1 out and runners at first and third. And the Rockets already leading 1-0. Another left-handed batter here for the Rockets. Runner going. Mandel's throw down to second is right on the money. A great throw by Columbus catcher Jared Mandel. A strike out to Ryan Deeringer at second base. Or was that the shortstop who took that throw from Mandel? And it was right on the money. And Schillinger caught trying to steal second. And now 2 outs and a runner at third. Ball and a strike now on Kleinschmidt. Now a ground ball to Furlinger, the shortstop. He'll fire to Evan Deeringer at first to get Kleinschmidt on the ground ball out. And boy, it could have been a lot worse there with a couple of guys on base, but Schillinger caught trying to steal second. Then a ground ball out by Tanner Kleinschmidt to end the Spencer threat here in inning number 1. But they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 run. They strand Lipke at third. Rockets second inning action in just a moment.
When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side if you put it to work for you. If saving for retirement is buried on your never-ending to-do list, we can help. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Randy Gershman. Let's put time to work for you. Stop by our office at 554 South Central for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
You know a good teammate when you see one. Hardworking, reliable, and most of all, someone who knows that success is best achieved when people work together. At Ministry St. Joseph's Hospital, we work with all of our patients as a team to make the best decisions for their health. That's why we're proud to sponsor Columbus High School Dons Sports, because the world needs more great teams. To know us better at ministryhealth.org. Ministry Healthcare. You better means treating you better.
Well, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for Marshfield Columbus as we head now to the top half of inning number 2. Jared Mandel, the catcher, will lead things off, followed by Bryce Furlinger, the center fielder, and then Evan Deeringer, the first baseman. So the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the Dons lineup due up here in the second inning as the Dons now play from behind after the Rockets get a run in their half of the first inning here this afternoon and lead this Clover Bell Conference matchup 1-0. The Rockets are above 500 in the conference at 7-6. Columbus is below 500 at 5-9. So this is the regular season finale for both these clubs here today. As Mandel looks at ball 1 from Tanner Kleinschmidt, the Rocket pitcher here this afternoon. Kleinschmidt, a lefty, caught the outside or inside part of the plate on that one. Strike 1 called, 1-1. Mandel at the plate had that throw down to second right on the money to catch. There's a swing and a miss to catch Caden Schillinger trying to steal second and Mandel put it right on the money. Now swing and a miss. There's strike 3 and a couple of good pitches from Tanner Kleinschmidt. And Mandel goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the Dons' second inning. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Bryce Furlinger. 1-0 on the Columbus center fielder with Evan Deeringer, the first baseman, on deck. One-0. Swung on, drilled to left for a base hit in front of Verks out there and left, and good contact there by Bryce Furlinger, and he's got a 1-out base hit here in the Don's second inning. Second hit of the ball game for Marshfield Columbus. And with 1 on and 1 out, it's Evan Deeringer, the Don's first baseman now. That one a little high for a ball. 1-0 now on Deeringer with Calvin Brown now on deck. The Don's third baseman here today. Kleinschmidt ready. Outside ball 2, 2-0. Postseason for both these teams on Thursday. Spencer here at home against Colby on Thursday afternoon. Swung on, ground ball to Cash, the second baseman. He'll flip it to Wicklosh at second for 1. The relay down to first in time, and they get the 4-6-3 double play to end the Columbus second inning just like that. Good defense there by the Rockets, and Deeringer and Furlinger thrown out by that double play ball by Evan Deeringer. So nothing for Columbus in the second. No runs. They get 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. 1.5 in the books. 1-0 Spencer, the Rockets bat in the second in just a moment.
The Hearing House. Make your house a hearing house.
Hi, I'm Karen. My husband,
Hey, Adam, are these levels okay right there where they are?
1999.
Yeah, everything's good.
All right.
Hearing provider possible because we know that better hearing leads to more confidence, less stress, and better connections. After all, your hearing is really the connection to your life. We have the latest technology, but we also have the expertise on how to use that technology. Plus, all purchases include our 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Call the Hearing House today and set up your free consultation. 384-4700. We are right in front of Pick and Save in Marshfield, and we also have offices in Wausau, Colby, and Neilsville. 384-4700.
The Hearing House. Make your house a hearing house.
Baseball on WDLB today, brought to you in part by Rail Transport of Marshfield. Become a member of Team Rail and experience the power of red. Swung on and missed as Carson Hildebrandt swings and misses for strike 1 to start off the Rockets' second inning. Spencer with a 1-0 lead over Marshfield Columbus here at Spencer today. Charles Pant on the mound as Hildebrandt fouls that one off, and now 0-2 on the Rocket third baseman, leading off the Spencer second inning. Cody Verks, the left fielder, on deck, and then Brett Cash, the second baseman, in the hole for the Rockets here in the second inning. Pant back to work. That one a little inside, ball 1. And Pant ready again, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Hildebrandt goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the Rockets' second inning. That's just how Kleinschmidt and the Spencer defense began their half of the second with a strikeout on Jared Mandel. There's a called strike now on Cody Verks. 0-1 on the Rocket left fielder. Pant ready again. Right back to Charles. On the ground, a ground ball by Verks, and Charles flips it over to Evan Deeringer. 2 gone now for Brett Cash, the Rockets' second baseman. Pant into the windup. That one rides high for a ball, 1-0. Rockets getting a run in the bottom half of the first inning here today. That one inside and letter high on the jersey of Brett Cash. Now that one high and over the mitt of Mandel, and another ball. Pant ready again. Called strike. Three one. Yep, 3-1 count. Oh, called strike on Cash with 2 outs here in the Rockets' second inning. Pant with the payoff. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Cash goes down swinging, and the Rockets go in order here in the second inning. 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts by Charles Pant. Nothing for Spencer in the second. We played 2, and the Rockets lead Columbus 1-0. The Dons bat in the third when we come back to Spencer in just a moment.
Hungry? Chips Hamburgers is open daily at 10:30 a.m. And Chips Instant Service means you'll be enjoying your fresh, cooked-to-order meal without having to wait. Chips offers dine-in or drive-thru convenience, and you can choose from the legendary Champ, delicious golden brown French fries, grilled chicken, fish fillets, so much more. Shakes, floats, and soft-serve cones are served year-round. And there's 2 locations to serve you. Chips Hamburgers on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids.
Every team needs the right connection to succeed. The same thing applies to your home or business. If something doesn't seem quite right, don't play amateur repair person. Contact Total Electric Service of Marshfield at 384-3311. Total Electric offers a 24-hour emergency service for residential, commercial, farm, and industrial jobs. Total Electric Service, the name says it all. Total service for all of your electric contracting needs. 384-3311.
Well, we've got nice warm temperatures finally. Let's see, a return to the 60s, 64 degrees, partly cloudy or partly sunny, I guess, depending on how you want to look at it. A lot of clouds rolling through, but in a hurry. They come and go quickly. The wind blowing pretty good here this afternoon in the area. But 64 degrees, boy, a big change from what we had when these two teams played up at Reese Field last Thursday afternoon. About 47 or 8 below zero, I think. The winds, gale force winds at about 85, 90 miles an hour. Felt like it anyway. Man, was that a cold day out at Reese Field, and they had to move that game from Hackman because it was so wet. So, of course, you move to higher ground. That means you're just catching more of the wind. And we did. Nice day out here at Spencer today for baseball as Tanner Kleinschmidt goes back to work on the mound and misses high with ball 1 on Calvin Brown, the Columbus third baseman, leading off the Dons' third inning. And now downstairs, low for ball 2. And the what's here. So Brown gets a hold of one, finds the gap there between Verks and Wilkham in left center field. And he's aboard with nobody out for Bailey Keffer, the Dons DH. Now I throw to first, and Brown scampers back to the bag. As the another big cloud rolls through and blocks our look at the sun. Now the pitch, and a bunt in front of home plate by Keffer, and the pitcher Kleinschmidt comes away to home plate. He turns and fires over to Lipke at first to get Keffer as Brown goes to second base on the sac bunt. And now the tying run is in scoring position for Columbus with 1 out. Good job by Bailey Keffer to get that bunt down in front of home plate. Kleinschmidt, the pitcher, came, well, 2/3 of the way to toward home plate to grab that one, and turned and fired to Lipke at first to get Keffer as Brown went to second base. Now Ryan Deeringer looks at strike one. Deeringer flied out to center field his first time up back in the first to lead off the ball game. Now the 0-1. Outside, ball one. So 1 on, 1 out for the Dons and Deeringer here in the third. They trail Spencer 1-0. Ball and a strike here. Swung on and fly ball to left. Verks drifting toward the line. Squeezes that one in left field off the bat of Ryan Deeringer for out number 2 as Brown holds at second base. Now Charles Pant with 1 on and 2 outs. Dons with a tying run at second here in the third. Down 1-0. Ooh, that one came inside right toward the right elbow of the left-handed batting Charles Pant, and he spun out of the way of that one just in time for ball one. There. 2-0 on Pant, who had a base hit back in the first. Now here's a ground ball toward short. Wickloch will scoop it up and fire to Hunter Lipke in time to get Charles Pant. And that will end the Dons' threat here in inning number 3. They had the tying run at second, but couldn't get him any further than that. For Columbus in the third, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on 2.5 complete. 1-0 Spencer. The Rockets bat in their half of the third when we come back to Spencer after these messages.
Time of year, the roads aren't exactly your truck's friend. So when your truck parts start to fall apart, come to V&H for what you need. At V&H, our parts department is your one-stop shop for all things heavy truck. We've got a large inventory of all makes truck parts from more than 300 sources that helps you drive away in confidence. So come on in and see our parts department today. V&H, the driving force in heavy trucks and equipment.
At 1505 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, or vhtrucks.com.
When you're at work or on your annual vacation trip, have you ever had the situation that you need to look at your checking account balance or do a funds transfer between your accounts? Now you can check your account immediately via your smartphone with First Choice Credit Union's mobile banking app. Convenience at your fingertips. Stop in or go to their website at firstchoicecreditunion.com to find out how to download the app. It's quick and easy. Call 715-387-8405 with questions. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Darren Wilk, the home half of the third inning, followed by Dom Wickloch, the shortstop, and then Lucas Ellefson, the right fielder. So the 9, 1, and 2 batters due up as Charles Pant fires high for ball one on Darren Wilkham, and the Spencer half of the third inning is underway with the Rockets out in front 1-0. Now that one low and in for a ball. By the way, you can watch today's game online if you want. TheRockets.news/sports. As a called strike, it is on the World Wide Web. Nobody calls it that anymore, do they? There's a ground ball foul, third base side out of. Huh? Internet. Yeah. Yeah, that's what people say, the internet. There's a ball. Yeah, the rocket.news/sports. Swung on and missed. And that's strike 3 on Darren Wilkham. Strikeout number 3 for Charles Pant today. One away for Dom Wicklach, the Spencer shortstop, who walked and scored the only run of the game back in the Rocket first inning. Charles outside with ball one there. And now and it's a ball and a strike on the Rocket shortstop, batting here in the third inning. One out, nobody on. Foul tip that one. 1-2 now on Wicklach. As Lucas Ellefson waits on deck. And the 1-2 from Pant. Ball 2. Almost pulled the trigger on that one. Changed his mind and looks at ball 2 from Charles. Now the 2-2 pitch. Caught the outside corner. A called strike 3. And Wicklach goes down looking for out number 2. Strikeout number 4 for Pant. And now here's Lucas Ellefson, the right fielder. Ellefson grounded out to Calvin Brown at third back in the first inning. Ooh, that one inside, belt high, ball 2. And the 2-0. Ball 3. 3-0 now on Lucas. And Charles ready again. There he gets one across, 3-1. Charles, Coach Seitz did not say this specifically, but they have Charles on a pitch count. There's a called strike 2, caught the outside corner. And Charles, number 1 pitcher in the rotation, so they got him on a bit of a pitch count going toward the postseason on Thursday. There's a kind of a weak, half-hearted late swing by Ellefson. He fought that one off. Stays alive at 3-2. So we'll see how long they leave Charles out there today with the postseason coming up on Thursday, as the Dons get ready for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption in Rapids on Thursday afternoon. The 3-2 ground ball toward the shortstop, Furlinger, shifting over towards second base, and the low throw to first in the dirt to Evan Dieringer, and Ellefson will reach on the throwing error by shortstop Tyler Furlinger. Boy, another rare E6 by Furlinger, and had one in that game last Friday against Neelsville at Hackman, and don't see that a whole lot. Now here's first baseman Hunter Lipke. That one in the dirt. Got away from Mandel, but Ellefson holds at first base. So now 1 on, 2 outs for Lipke, who had a run-scoring base hit back in the first inning. Scored the only run of the game so far. When Wicklach went from second to home on a ball that was hit to shallow right field. Swung on and missed. So a ball and a strike here on Lipke. Now Payne misses outside with the ball. Check swing by Hunter. 1 on, 2 outs here in the Rocket third inning. They lead it 1-0. Lipke with a 2-1 here. Foul tip that one. Kind of a late swing on that one. Fouls it back, and the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Rocket first baseman. Drove in the only run of the game back in the first inning. Ellefson takes his lead at first. Payant from the stretch as the runner goes, and Mandel's throw down to second base is just a second late. It was to the first base side of second down there. Furlinger, the shortstop, took the throw. The throw was a little high as it appears Ellefson kind of slid under the tag. That one was split second late, but still a solid throw by Mandel, who threw out Caden Schillinger trying to steal second back in inning number 1. That one severely foul, first base side towards somebody's. Did they get a car? Close? Okay. Somebody don't park along the first base side here at Spencer, I'll tell you that. Here's the 3-2 outside, ball 4. Charles says, I think I think that one was sort of an intentional walk pitch, saying, you know what, I'm not going to fool around with this guy anymore. He drove in a run on me back in the first inning. I'll just toss this one outside and put him on, see if we can't get Caden Schillinger now. Ball 1. Schillinger had a base hit back in the first, then got caught stealing by Jared Mandel. That was the second out of that inning. That one's high for a ball. So now 2 on, 2 outs here. Boy, after Payant got the first 2 batters on strikeouts, Ellefson reaches on a throwing error by Tyler Furlinger that would have ended the inning, and then Lipke draws a walk. And now a 3-0 count on Schillinger. One more pitch and the bases could be loaded, all with 2 outs here. Now Schillinger showing bunt, and then looks at ball 4, and that loads him up. Back-to-back walks by Charles Payant. Ellefson goes to third, out to second base. Schillinger at first, now Tanner Kleinschmidt, who grounded out to Tyler Furlinger, the shortstop back in the first. Here's a ground ball now to second base. Deeringer scoops it, throws it over to first, and that ends the inning as Kleinschmidt ends another inning on a ground ball out. He grounded out to Tyler Furlinger in the first, grounds out to Ryan Deeringer here in the third to end the Rocket threat. They had bases loaded with 2 outs, but Kleinschmidt ends it on the ground ball out there. So for the Rockets in the third, no runs on no hits, 1 error, 2 walks, and 3 left on, 3 complete. 1-0 Spencer. To the 4th we go in just a moment.
Rail Transport has grown every year since 1962. A leader in environmental initiatives, human resource, safest providers of truckload services in the United States. At Rail, people are the power of red. We focus on delivering customer satisfaction, providing flawless transportation service, and maintaining excellent safety standards. If you'd like to be the power of red, call Rail Transport 715-591-3795, an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
At Baltus, they're always giving you more. Now you have a place to get your small engines repaired or tuned up just in time for summer. Take that rototiller, lawnmower, or any small engine to the Baltus Tire and Express Lube across from the post office and get that needed repair or just a tune-up. And don't forget, you always get a free car wash with every Express Lube oil change at Baltus Express Lube. Just bring the small engine in, and Baltus' small engine repair specialists will get it running smoothly. That's the Baltus Tire and Express Lube across from the post office.
You always get more at
All right, here at Spencer, Clover Belk for you this afternoon. Here on WDLB, well, the sunshine has come back out. Finally, the wind has pushed some of those big clouds out of the way for the moment, and we were just noticing during the break, the winds have really died down all of a sudden, too. Still fairly breezy across the area, but boy, not as nasty as they were maybe an hour or so ago. Pretty good day for baseball out here, and Spencer leads Columbus 1-0 as the Dons now bat in the top half of the 4th inning. The shortstop Tyler Furlinger will lead things off, as Tanner Kleinschmidt misses outside with ball 1. Furlinger flied to right his first time up back in the 1st. And 0 for 1 here today. Left-handed throwing Kleinschmidt delivers ball 2, and it's 2-0 on the Dons shortstop, who had a rare throwing error back in that top of that 3rd inning to allow Lucas Ellefson to reach with 2 outs. That led to a bases loaded situation after back-to-back walks on Lipke and Schillinger. But then the Dons got Kleinschmidt to ground out to Ryan Dieringer, the second baseman, to end it. Now the 3-0 here. There's a called strike. Tyler thought he had the walk. Now the 3-1. And drills that one toward the gap in right center for a base hit. Good hit there by Tyler Furlinger, and the Dons have a leadoff base runner with no outs here in the 4th inning. So the tying run again on base for Noah Taylor, the left fielder. And Noah has really been hitting the ball fairly well here the last week or so. Here's a throw to first over the head of Lipke, and Furlinger's on his, nope, he'll stay. At first he was going, but there's not a whole lot of real estate beyond first base. You run into the fence pretty quick. That ball must have hit the fence and maybe even started coming back toward Hunter a little bit. But at first, Tyler, it looked like could have had second base pretty easily, but I guess not. And there's a called strike. Tanner just aired that one, sailed that one over Hunter at first base. Now here's a foul by Taylor off to our right, first base side. 0-2 now on Noah Taylor, who's again been seeing and hitting the ball fairly well the past couple weeks here, especially. There's a ball 1, so 1-2 now. I think he had was it a 2 or 3 hit game in one of those last week? It was either a 2 for 3 or a, I don't know, 3 for 4 kind of day. I'm not sure what it was. That one in the dirt. That one got away from Schillinger, so now Furlinger will go to second base on the passed ball by Tanner Kleinschmidt. Taylor has had a real solid last few games or so, especially 2-2 offering here. And 2 strikes. Jared Mandel, the Columbus catcher, on deck. Furlinger now at second after the passed ball, so the Dons again have the tying run in scoring position. Now Taylor fouls that one at home plate. Chops that one down into the dirt and stays alive at 2-2. With Furlinger at second base. Tanner checks him, and now the pitch. High for ball 3, 3-2. Count full here on Noah Taylor with no outs, and Furlinger base in the Columbus 4-0. The 3-2 swung on, fouled off first base side again. And that one, did it get him? No, just about. Somebody over there. Wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they start moving cars around. Just sitting ducks over there. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, fouled off again. That one gets a couple of oohs and ahs, and again another close call on this side road. It's like a game at the fair, you know. Try to hit the parked car and get a toy. What's that? Somebody's moving. The 3-2 again outside for a ball. Taylor fights off a couple of pitches and then stays alive to draw the walk. Pretty solid at bat there by Noah Taylor. Finds a way to get on base. And you see a couple of cars starting to move around a little bit. So now 2 on and nobody out for the catcher, Jared Mandel. He'll try to bunt and fouls that one straight back. And strike one. Mandel struck out his first time up back in the second inning. As the clouds block out the sun once again over the baseball facilities here at Spencer. The 0-1, Mandel will try to lay down a bunt again, does so, and the throw will go to third and not in time. Schillinger, the catcher, tried to get the force on Furlinger at third, and Tyler beat the throw. Good bunt right near home plate, third base line by Mandel. And Furlinger got enough of a jump to beat the throw, and Mandel is safe at first, Taylor safe at second. Now here's Bryce Furlinger with the bases loaded, little bouncer foul right at home plate for strike one. So Tyler Furlinger beat the throw. Not a bad idea or a bad decision by Schillinger, the catcher, to get the lead runner. Ball was right there down the third base line, just a few feet away. It's just that Furlinger beat the throw. Now ball one. 1-1 now on Bryce Furlinger, who had a base hit back in the second, so he gets another one, and this one's at least tied, if nothing else. Furlinger at third, Taylor at second, Mandel. Furlinger another foul tip at the plate. Mandel safe. So Bryce Furlinger, 1 for 1 today, looking for hit number 2 with the bases full, and there's a fly ball toward left, backpedaling Wilkham, tagging at third is Furlinger, and the Dons are going to tie it up on a sac fly by Bryce Furlinger. He will score Tyler Furlinger from third, and this one's tied at 1 apiece here in the fourth inning. Bryce drives in Tyler. The Furlingers get it done on the sac fly, and we're tied at 1 now for Evan Dieringer. Ball 1. Taylor held at second on that one and still at first. And the 1-0 here to Evan Dieringer. Swung on up the middle. Oh, cut off by Wicklosh, the shortstop. Steps on second base for the force on Mandel, and then fires to first in time to get Dieringer to end the Columbus fourth inning. Good play by Spencer shortstop Dom Wicklosh. That one hit right back up the middle over the pitcher's mound. Wicklosh scoops it up, steps on second for 1, fires down to first to get Dieringer for 2, and the double play ends the Columbus fourth inning. But they get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a walk, and 1 left on. 3.5 in the books. We're tied at 1, and Spencer hits in the fourth in a moment.
Hungry? Chips Hamburgers is open daily at 10:30 a.m. And Chips Instant Service means you'll be enjoying your fresh, cooked-to-order meal without having to wait. Chips offers dine-in or drive-thru convenience, and you can choose from the legendary Champ, delicious golden brown French fries, grilled chicken, fish fillets, so much more. Shakes, floats, and soft-serve cones are served year-round. And there's 2 locations to serve you. Chips Hamburgers on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids.
Here's another tooth truth from Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
A bright new smile is a great confidence builder. Repaired, replaced, straightened, and cleaned teeth can improve overall health. Dental Clinic of Marshfield dentists provide a wide variety of cosmetic options, including orthodontics, porcelain veneers, implants, crowns, bridges, whitening, and more.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Dental care for life. Schedule an appointment today at any of their 3 offices in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neelsville. Learn more at Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
All right, it looks like we do have a new Columbus pitcher here as we go to the bottom half of inning number 4, right? Am I seeing this right? Looks like Tyler Furlinger will be the new Columbus pitcher here, taking over for Charles Payne. We knew that Charles was on somewhat of a pitch count here today. They'll probably want to use him on Thursday as the Dons open up postseason play at Assumption. So we knew that Payne's time was going to be limited here this afternoon, and now Payne, after 3 innings, will get pulled, and Tyler Furlinger is the new Columbus here. And trying to see, so who's the new shortstop? New shortstop is going to be Brown. Calvin Brown will move over to shortstop, and Charles Pant will replace Brown at third base. So Furlinger up there now to face Carson Hildebrandt. Ball 1. Furlinger ready again. Up and in, ball 2, 2-0 on Hildebrandt, the Rocket third baseman who struck out his first time up back in the 2nd inning. Called strike. Tyler caught the inside corner on that one. 2-1. Rockets bringing the 6, 7, and 8 batters up here in the 4th inning. Called strike 2. 2-2 now on Carson Hildebrandt. Cody Verks, the left fielder, on deck, and then Brett Cash after that. That one a little up and a little inside. Ball 3. 3-2 now. And now ball 4. So now Cody Verks, the left fielder, he grounded out to the pitcher Pant back in the 2nd inning, his first time up today. Rockets with a leadoff walk by Hildebrandt here in the 4th inning. We're tied at 1 apiece. Called strike. Furlinger catches the inside corner again. Cash on deck now. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. So Furlinger, the new Dons pitcher, Charles Pant, went the first 3 innings here today. Pant now at third. Brown moves over from third to short. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Furlinger ready again. Fouled straight back. Still 1-2. Columbus and Spencer here today. Season finale, or regular season finale anyway. Clover Bell Conference baseball for you today. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Cody Verks, and one away. First strikeout by Tyler Furlinger. Verks 0 for 2 today. Now here's Brett Cash. He was a strikeout victim back in the 2nd. So 1 on, 1 out here. Now a little dribbler out in front of the plate. Furlinger comes off the mound to pick it up. Oh, and he fires to first. Dropped by Deeringer at first as Hildebrandt goes around to third. Oh, man. That's going to go as another throwing error on Tyler, his second of the game, but Deeringer had it and dropped it, and those are the kinds of mistakes the Dons have to eliminate if they want to win some of these close games. Now Darren Wilkham. Wow, that one was an easy one, and the air is going to go on Tyler, but really should go on the first baseman. That was an easy one. There's a called strike on Darren. And Hildebrandt, during all that, went around to third base. Yeah, Cash basically knocked one down in front of the plate. The 0-1 now. Inside pitch. Darren chases it. Swings and misses for strike 2. So 1 out, 2 on for the Rockets here in the 4th. Oh, that one got a piece of them. And Wilkham will take... Did it? Or did it not? It did not. Okay. Darren thought it did. He was on his way to first, and the home plate umpire said, nope. And now, time called by Spencer coach Tim Budke. He wants to talk with the base umpire to see what he saw from his vantage point. Darren was certain that ball got a piece of his elbow. So now the umpires are going to come together down the third baseline and talk this over with Coach Budke. Darren Wilkham was certain it hit him. I thought it did. To be honest with you, I thought it got a piece of his elbow. Spencer and Columbus here today on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. Okay, so the issue was Wilkham did not make an attempt to get out of the way. And because he did not, he's not awarded first base in that situation, even though the pitch we're pretty certain did hit him. And now there's a swing and a miss. So, wow, that's a big kind of turn of events there, sort of, as Wilkham got hit by the pitch, did not try to get out of the way, then swings and misses and strikes out for the second time today for out number 2 here in the 4th. Now a swing and a miss by Dom Wicklach as he now comes to the plate. 2 outs and 2 on. Rockets have the go-ahead run at third. That's Carson Hildebrandt, who led off the inning with a walk. Brett Cash at first, reached on an error by Tyler Furlinger. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 0-2 on the Spencer shortstop here in the 4th inning. Tied at 1 apiece. Rockets trying to break the tie here. Hildebrandt at third base. Second is open. Cash at first. The 0-2. And popped foul as Wicklach fouls that one off. Stays alive at 0-2. And Tyler ready again. Caught the outside corner. A called strike 3. Wicklach watched it go by and is called out on strikes to end the Spencer threat here in the 4th inning. So 3 strikeouts by Tyler Furlinger in the inning. He gave up a walk and an error there too to allow a couple of base runners, but for Spencer in the 4th, no runs, no hits, 1 error, a walk, and 2 left on after 4, tied at 1. To the 5th we go in just a moment.
Thinking about right now. Safety issues when it comes to water and electricity. Thank goodness Marshfield Utilities has done some thinking for you. Of course, it's up to you to follow through with smart thinking about things like to prevent scalding water, heaters should be set no higher than 120 degrees. Always dry your hands before using a switch, plug, or electrical outlet. Stay away from fenced-in power stations, utility poles, and towers. Get all the facts about water and electric safety from Marshfield Utilities. Safety is important, don't you think?
For health care when you need it, walk-in care at Marshfield Clinic, Wisconsin Rapids now has expanded hours. We're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, and 8 a.m. to noon on holidays. Get treated for aches and pains, breaks and strains, infections, and other non-life-threatening health issues at your convenience. No appointment needed. Walk in to Marshfield Clinic, Wisconsin Rapids.
All right, back here at Spencer High School today, Clover Bell Conference Baseball for you on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and online at WDLBAM.com. You can also watch a web stream of this game on the internet at therocket.news/sports. Therocket.news/sports. Watch us. Well, not us. Watch them on the internet. All right, so now to the top half of inning number 5. And Calvin Brown will lead things off for Marshfield Columbus in the top half of inning number 5. And look, ball 1 from Spencer pitcher Tanner Kleinschmidt on a 64-degree afternoon. Called strike on Calvin, who had a base hit back in the 3rd inning. Dons tied this game up at 1 apiece with a run back in the 4th, and now here's a fly ball. No, this is a pop-up on the infield, and Wickloch, the shortstop, just in front of the second base area, grabs that one off the bat of Calvin Brown for out number 1 here in the Columbus 5th inning. So Brown retired. Here's Bailey Keffer, the DH, batting for right fielder Ethan Meese. And he looks at ball 1. And the 1-0. That one caught the outside part of the plate, and a ball and a strike now on Bailey, who grounded out to Kleinschmidt, the pitcher, back in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1 here today. This one fouls it back to the screen, and 1-2 now on Bailey Keffer, who is also used as a pitcher quite extensively by Joe Seitz in this Columbus team. The 1-2 here, outside ball 2. And that evens up the count at 2 apiece. Ryan Dieringer, the second baseman, on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Wickloch scoops it up, fires to Hunter Lipke, and 2 outs now for Ryan Dieringer, the Columbus second baseman, who is 0 for 2 today. Flied to center field his first time up back in the 1st, and flied out to left field back in the 3rd inning. So now with 2 outs, here's Dieringer, as Kleinschmidt misses outside with ball 1 there. Columbus and Spencer today. Coming up on Thursday, these two teams begin postseason play. Spencer will host the Colby Hornets here in Spencer on Thursday. The 1-0, ball 2. And we'll broadcast that game on Thursday afternoon from Spencer on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WSQ, beginning at 4:45. Outside, ball 3, 3-0. So Spencer and Colby on Thursday will be back here for that one as the regionals get underway. And there's ball 4, so Ryan Dieringer draws a 2-out walk here to put the go-ahead run at first base for Charles Pan, who is 1 for 2 today. Had a base hit back in the 1st inning. grounded out to the shortstop Wickloch back in the third. Tanner ready again. This one fouled off by Charles. Strike one. So 0-1 on Charles. Tanner ready, going away for a ball. This is that lefty versus lefty matchup. Kleinschmidt, left-handed pitcher. Charles Pant, left-handed batter. Now a throw to first, and Deeringer back to the bag safely. Now Kleinschmidt has the sign he wants, and this one a hard hit ground ball right at Cash, the second baseman. He'll flip it over to Hunter Lipke at first to get Pant, and that will end the Columbus threat here in the fifth inning. For the Dons in inning number 5, no runs on no hits, no errors, a walk, and one left on after 4.5. We're tied at 1, and Spencer bats in the fifth when we come back to Spencer High School in just a moment.
Paget Equipment Company, a division of JBL International, specializing in stainless steel fabrication
now we got
worldwide,
Keffer, it looks
and
like.
a proud backer of Marshfield area youth programs and activities. The folks at Paget Equipment support healthy competition. It helps prepare you for life, teaching them important concepts like teamwork and fair play. Important in athletics, important in business, important in life. Paget Equipment, a strong backer of the youth of Marshfield, urging you to get involved with school-related activities.
As you plan that upcoming special occasion, Marshfield Book and Stationery is your source for invitations, decorations, supplies, and gifts to make that day all it should be. If it's a wedding, stop in and 25% discount on your wedding invitations and choose from a wide selection of guest books and photo albums to capture that special day. Marshfield Book and Stationery has graduation decorations, streamers, napkins, thank you notes, and memory books. Don't forget Marshfield Book and Stationery for those unique and one-of-a-kind gifts. You can find it all in one stop at Marshfield Book and Stationery.
Clover Bell Conference Baseball on AM 1450 WDLB, brought to you in part by the Felker Brothers Corporation of Marshfield, manufacturers of stainless steel products. They support all youth sports and activities because they know that participation in high school sports builds character and teamwork. And Felker Brothers of Marshfield supports the youth of central Wisconsin. Marshfield, Columbus, and Spencer tied at 1 as we head to the Spencer half of the fifth inning. And another new pitcher for the Columbus Dons, Bailey Keffer. So Furlinger goes 1 inning here today after Charles Pant, the starting pitcher, went the first 3. Now Bailey Keffer takes over here in the fifth inning. And Lucas Ellefson trying to bunt his way on and bunts it foul. Third base side out of play for strike one. Ellefson reached on an error by Tyler Furlinger back in the third. Keffer ready again. Called strike. Good break on that ball right at the end, and lands in there for strike 2. Now the 0-2 here by Keffer. Swung on and missed. Off speed. Took has LA. And Lucas strikes out for out number 1 here in the Rocket fifth inning. Now the first baseman Hunter Lipke up there. He is 1 for 1 today with a walk and a run driven in. Bailey misses outside for a ball. Now that one swung on and fouled at home plate for a strike. 1-1 on Hunter. Drove in the only Spencer run of the game with a base hit to right back in the first inning. Now, low for ball 2, 2-1. Caden Schillinger, the catcher, on deck. So the Rockets bringing the 2, 3, and 4 batters to the plate here in the 5th inning. The 2-1 from Keffer, swung on, fouled off. Strike 2. Boy, that one a late swing, just caught the ball with the end of the bat there on that one. Two count. And here it is. Outside and in the dirt, ball 3, and 3-2 now. Count full here. After Ellefson struck out to start the inning. Called strike 3. And Lipke strikes out looking. Keffer gets him. Hunter with a little smile toward the home plate umpire. And Lipke strikes out looking. 2 gone here in the Rocket 5th. Now Caden Schillinger. That's a called strike. Keffer drops that one in there. He's got a pretty break on that ball. Couple of strikeouts here for Bailey. Well, Coach Seitz told us before the game he was going to use 2 or 3 guys on his 3rd here in the 5th. There's ball 1. Now the 1-1. This one a little flare shot out toward Deeringer at second on a one-hopper to Ryan. He picks it up, fires to Evan Deeringer at first to get Schillinger to end the Rocket 5th inning. Couple of strikeouts by Bailey Keffer. Ground ball out by Schillinger. And the Rockets go 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. No score for the Rockets in the 5th, so we stay tied at 1 apiece after 5 innings, and more baseball from Spencer in just a moment.
Introducing the Cozy Heat Bayport gas fireplace from Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. The Cozy Heat Bayport offers a large, impressive viewing area with Cozy Heat's most realistic logs and burner system yet. Choose from the 41 or 36 models, each offering unique glass and log versions. The Bayport combines a spectacular viewing area with comfort or contemporary home design. The Cozy Heat Bayport, available at Sternweiss & Sons, 400 East Arnold, Marshfield.
73 degrees and I'm loving it.
71 degrees, please.
When it comes to keeping your home cool this summer, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with a new Rheem AC system that'll keep you cool, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates. So enjoy a new degree of comfort this summer.
72 degrees and I'm good to go. Keep your cool this summer with a new home comfort system installed by the local pros at Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling. Call them today or see them in Marshfield at 1209 West Veterans Parkway.
All right, we are heading to the 6th inning here in Spencer. Clover Bell Conference Baseball for you today here on WDLB. Adam Burden producing our broadcast, and Mike Warren with you from the ballpark in Spencer. You can also watch this game, streaming it on the web at therocket.news/sports. Video and sound. It's a brave new world. All right, so let's see here. Columbus batting in the 6th inning now. And we have a new Spencer pitcher? No. Still Tanner Kleinschmidt out there, finishing his warm-ups. Tyler Furlinger, the shortstop, will lead things off for Columbus here in the 6th. He had a base hit and a run scored back in the 4th. And looks at strike one called by Tanner Kleinschmidt. Tyler had that base hit and then scored on a sac fly by Bryce Furlinger. Loaded the bases. And then Evan Deeringer grounded into an inning-ending double play. Here's a fly toward the gap in right center, but coming over is Ellefson, the right fielder, running towards center. And grabs that one off the bat of Tyler Furlinger and one away. Here in the Dons' 6th inning. That's the second time today that Tyler has flied out to right. Did that back in the first inning as well. One gone now for left fielder Noah Taylor, who looks at ball one outside from Tanner Kleinschmidt. Taylor today has been on base both times he's been up there. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first and walked back in the 4th inning. Outside for ball 2 here. Jared Mandel on deck for Columbus. And the 2-0. Called strike. Good pitch there from Kleinschmidt. Now the 2-1 from Tanner. I think he foul tipped that one. Strike 2. 2-2 now on Noah. So the count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Columbus left fielder Noah Taylor, batting with 1 out here in the top half of the 6th inning. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and out number 2. As Kleinschmidt now 2. Now here's Mandel. He tried to check his swing, but either way it was going to be a strike. Or he did check his swing, I should say. Called strike. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. Jared struck out swinging back in the 2nd. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th, but was thrown out on that. There's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kleinschmidt. And the Dons go quickly and quietly here in inning number 6. 3 up, 3 down after 5.5. Still tied at 1. The Rockets bat in their half of the 6th in just a moment.
You know a good teammate when you see one. Hardworking, reliable, and most of all, someone who knows that success is best achieved when people work together. At Ministry St. Joseph's Hospital, we work with all of our patients as a team to make the best decisions for their health. That's why we're proud to sponsor Columbus High School Dons Sports, because the world needs more great teams. Get to know us better at ministryhealth.org. Ministry Healthcare. Knowing you better means treating you better.
Hungry? Chips Hamburgers is open daily at 10:30 a.m. And Chips Instant Service means you'll be enjoying your fresh, cooked-to-order meal without having to wait. Chips offers dine-in or drive-thru convenience, and you can choose from the legendary Champ, delicious golden brown French fries, grilled chicken, fish fillets, so much more. Shakes, floats, and soft-serve cones are served year-round. And there's 2 locations: Hamburgers on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids.
All right, back here in Spencer as we bring you Clover Belt Conference baseball today. Marshfield, Columbus, and Spencer. The Rockets batting in the 6th inning. We're tied at 1 apiece. Softball playoffs begin tomorrow here on WDLB in Division I. The Marshfield Tigers softball team hosting New Richmond at Lee Field at the Fairgrounds in Marshfield. Our coverage of that one gets underway at 4:15 tomorrow afternoon here on AM 1450 WDLB. And actually, we'll have 2 crews out there at the Fairgrounds in Marshfield, because on the opposite diamond, Mary Rogers Field, the Columbus Dons softball team gets their postseason underway in Division 5 against Northland Lutheran. And our coverage of that one on WOSQ 92.3 FM tomorrow afternoon at 4:15 as well. Of course, this is all weather permitting. Just jinxed it all. Now Bailey Keffer goes back to work here in the 6th and misses outside for ball 1 on Rockets pitcher Tanner Kleinschmidt. Swung on now and missed. Strike 1. Tanner 0 for 2 today. A couple of ground ball outs. One to Furlinger at short back in the 1st. One to Deeringer at second base back in the 3rd inning. Foul tips that one. Strike 2. 1-2 now on Tanner. Carson Hildebrandt, the Rockets' third baseman, on deck. And Keffer ready again. Outside, ball 2. Cody Verks also due up. Kleinschmidt, Hildebrandt, and Verks here in the Rockets' 6th inning. The 5, 6, and 7 batters. That one downstairs for a ball. 3-2. Count full now on Kleinschmidt. Keffer ready again. Outside, ball 4. Keffer is one of the few guys who doesn't use a windup at all, even with nobody on or even with 2 outs. Always pitching from a stretch position or a set. Never goes into a windup really. All right, now, that one came inside, got away from Bailey, hits Carson Hildebrandt, I think off the helmet, didn't it? So that one got away from Bailey. Hildebrandt will take his base after getting hit by that pitch after Kleinschmidt drew the leadoff walk. Tanner now at second base, Hildebrandt at first for Cody Verks, the left fielder. Outside for a ball. Verks 0 for 2 today, a strikeout victim his last time up back in the 4th. High for a ball, 2-0. So the Rockets with a scoring threat here. They have the go-ahead run at second base here in the 6th inning with nobody out. Tied at 1 apiece here in Spencer. And the Rockets trying to grab the lead back right here. The 2-0. Ball 3, missed it low and away. Now Jared Mandel will get together with Bailey. And try to settle him down a little bit here. Bailey behind 3-0 on Verks with no outs and on the verge of loading him up. And the 3-0 here, called strike. Got that one across for strike 1. 3-1 now on Verks. Brett Cash is on deck. He'll be followed by Darren Wilkham, the center fielder. Now the 3-1. Inside, ball 4, and that loads them up. So now the go-ahead run for Spencer is at third base. Kleinschmidt. Carson Hildebrandt moves down to second. Verks at first. Couple of walks and a hit batter here for Bailey Keffer in the Spencer 6th inning. And the base is full with nobody out for Brett Cash, the second baseman. And a big chance here for the Rockets to grab the lead once again. Cash reached on an error by then pitcher Tyler Furlinger back in the 4th. He's showing bunt here now, pulls it back, a little dribbler out in front of home plate, and the pitcher is Keffer. He's going to come in to grab that one and flips it back to Mandel, the catcher, to get the force on Kleinschmidt at home plate. 1 out. Boy, a little dribbler off the bat of Brett Cash right out in front of home plate. It almost looked like a bunt, but it wasn't. Just caught a piece of it and just went kind of rolling about 3-4 feet out in front of home plate. And Bailey Keffer quickly comes in, flips it to Mandel to get Kleinschmidt at home plate for out number 1. So now the base is still full with 1 away. Now Tyler Brandt is going to be a pinch hitter here for Darren Wilkham, the center fielder. Hildebrandt now at third, Verks at second, Cash at first on the fielder's choice as the Dons got the force out on Tanner Kleinschmidt at home plate. Now here comes Columbus coach Joe Seitz out to visit with Bailey Keffer in his infield as the Rockets now have the bases full, 1 out, tying, or rather go-ahead run at third base. And Tyler Brandt pinch hitting for center fielder Darren Wilkham here in the 9 spot. So the Rockets with a chance here. 1 out. Bailey Keffer will stay out there on the mound, and Don's just going over a few defensive strategies here. As Brandt comes to the plate for the first time here today, pinch hitting for Darren Wilkham, who has struck out twice today, so this makes a lot of sense in this situation here with the bases full. So Brandt stands in now against Keffer. Bailey ready. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Looks like Calvin Brown, the shortstop, will squeeze that one, and 2 gone. Tyler Brandt pops it up on the infield. And Brown, the shortstop, grabs it. For out number 2. So now here's the shortstop, Dom Wickloch. He looks at a strike. Dom has struck out twice today. He walked and scored back in the first inning. Now the 0-1. Inside, belt high, ball 1. Just trying to notice here, I think when Furlinger came off the mound, did he go out to right field for Ethan Meese? I think he did. That one low and away for a ball. 2-1 now. Just happened to notice when Brown caught that pop fly at short. Left me wondering, okay, where did Tyler go? I think he went out to right field. Here's the 2-1. Missed outside, ball 3, 3-1. They wouldn't have taken him out of the game. Now 3-1 on Wickloch. Ball 4. That's going to walk in the go-ahead run for Spencer here in the 7th, and they lead 2-1. Hildebrandt comes in from third. Verks goes down to third. Cash out to second. Wickloch to first. And now Lucas Ellefson. That one got away from Bailey and goes behind Ellefson for ball 1. Good job by Mandel to grab that one and keep the runners on base. The 1-0. This one sliced foul. Strike 1. So Spencer does get get the go-ahead. Keffer bringing home Hildebrandt from third. 2 outs. Base is still full for the Rockets. They lead now 2-1. Ball and a strike on Ellefson here in the 6th inning. Low for a ball, 2-1. That one got away from Mandel, but not enough for Verks to take off from third. Bailey ready again. Swung on and missed. 2-2 now on Ellefson, who struck out his last time up back in the 5th. So Keffer got him then. See if he can get him again to end the Spencer threat and keep it a 1-run ball game. Ellefson fights that one off, fouls it off, stays alive at 2-2. Ellefson has been on base twice. He reached on an error back in the 3rd. Oh, I'm sorry, just that one time. Had a ground ball out back in the 1st inning. So 0 for 2 today and reached on an error back in the 3rd. The 2-2 here and a little ground ball and out towards short. Pant, the third baseman, is going to cut it off. Fire to Deeringer at first to get Ellefson to end the inning. Little dribbler off the bat of Ellefson there. Slow rolling ground ball towards short. Pant comes over, cuts it off, and gets Ellefson to end the Spencer 6th inning. But the Rockets get a run across as Bailey Keffer walks in the go-ahead run. 1 run for Spencer in the 6th. No hits. And let's see, no errors, but 3 costly walks by Keffer as the Dons leave, well, let's see, 2 stranded, right? And after 6 complete, it's now 2-1. Dons will try to at least tie it up as we go to the top half of the 7th in Spencer in just a moment.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by your team at Security Health Plan, the same team who provides outstanding healthcare coverage to families and businesses of all sizes throughout Wisconsin. Health insurance was created because we worry. Security was created so you don't have to. Security Health Plan. Great plans for every stage of this game called life. To learn more, visit securityhealth.org.
It's spring. The birds are singing and the flowers are blooming, but the weather can't decide what it's doing. For a comfortable home this season and year-round, talk to House of Heating. They're offering up to a $1,700 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can keep your home feeling perfect inside, no matter what's happening outside. Call House of Heating today at 715-384-3163. That's 384-3163. Or visit them online at houseofheating.com.
Well, the Rockets had the bases loaded at the end of that inning. I think I may have said 2 left on. They actually leave 3 stranded on the ground ball out by Ellefson that ends the inning. Bailey Keffer walked in a run. But, boy, all things considered, pretty good job by Keffer and that Columbus defense to get out of what could have been a disastrous inning for them. And so now we go to the top half of the 7th inning. The Dons now trailing 2-1. Last chance for Columbus here in the 7th. As Bryce Furlinger, the center fielder, looks at strike 1 from Spencer pitcher Tanner Kleinschmidt back out there to work the 7th. Going to try to get the complete game here. Ground ball toward first. Hunter Lipke will pick it up and run back to the bag and step on it to get Furlinger 1 gone here in the Columbus 1st inning. So Bryce 1 for 3 today. Now here's the first baseman, Evan Deeringer. He is the shortstop. Looks at strike one here. Calvin Brown, the shortstop, on deck. The 0-1. Outside, ball one. Columbus with 4 hits in the ball game today. A 1-1. Slow rolling ground ball, third base side, and coming off the mound is Kleinschmidt. He runs toward the third base line, then turns and fires to first to get Evan Deeringer 2 gone. Boy, that was a little dribbler down the, or close to the third base line. Kleinschmidt, the pitcher, ran over there and cut it off halfway toward fired to Evan Deeringer. 2 gone now for the shortstop, Calvin Brown. Ball one. Well, good job there by Tanner to go after that one. Kind of sent out toward no man's land down there, kind of halfway in between everybody, the catcher, the pitcher, and the third baseman. There's ball 2. So Kleinschmidt, when he realized, he kind of looked at Hildebrandt and Schillinger for a second. Neither of those guys were really going after it, so Tanner went and got it and fired to first base. Ball here, 3-0 on Calvin Brown. Bailey Keffer would be next if needed. Dons down to their final out. Boy, another 1-run game for the Dons. There's ball 4, so Calvin Brown draws a 2-out walk here. He is on base for Columbus here in the 7th. See if they can get something going. Bailey Keffer, here he is. Got to find a way to get on. He is 0 for 2 here today. Called strike. That one caught the outside corner. 0-1 on Bailey. Brown at first, 2 outs. Columbus batting in the top of the 7th, trailing Spencer 2-1. Tanner outside on that one, and ball 1. So ball and a strike here. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1 and 2 on Keffer here. Tanner trying to just trying to shut the door right here. And the 1-2. Outside for a ball. 2-2. Tanner almost got Keffer to chase that one outside, but Bailey laid off of it. Here's the 2-2 now. Outside again, ball 3. 3-2 now on Bailey Keffer. 1 on, 2 outs. 3-2. Here's a line drive to left. And did he get it? Verks going to the ground, and I think he got it. Yes, he did. Well, that one almost dropped in front of Verks out and left. And Cody kind of went down to both knees as he kind of made a basket catch almost, I think, on that one. It was kind of right in front of him. Not sure where it was, and he came up with it to end the ball game. Boy, another 1-run loss for the Columbus Dons. Spencer gets the win. The go-ahead run on a walk with the bases loaded in the 6th that brought in the winning run in this one here this afternoon. The Rockets find a way to win this one. 2-1, our final out here this afternoon at Spencer High School. So for Columbus in that 7th inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 left on after 6 and a half, and the end of the game. Spencer wins it 2-1 here in Spencer today. So after the Rockets lost a 2-1 ball game on Friday at Gilman, 2-1 win here today. Another one-run win by the Rockets over Columbus. Spencer beat the Dons last Thursday at Reiths Field in Marshfield 8-7 in a one-run ball game there. And the Rockets with another one by one run over the Columbus Dons here in Spencer today, winning this one 2-1. So now the Rockets finish the season in the Clover Bell Conference at 8-6. Columbus will drop to 5-10 in the conference as these two teams close out the regular season here this afternoon. Both teams now gearing up for postseason play on Thursday. And coming up on Thursday in postseason play, let's see, in Division 3, Spencer hosting Colby here at Spencer. FM WOSQ beginning at 4:45 Thursday afternoon. The Columbus Dons will be on the road in Division 4 postseason play on Thursday at Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. So the regular season comes to an end for both these teams here today, and Spencer wins it by a final score of 2-1. Stick around, our post-game report from Spencer after this.
Business insurance.